Every now and then we get a Transformer character that I had been wanting for so long, but it's not really a Generation 1 cartoon character, something from a comic or something like that. And this is exactly what we're going to be looking at today. I'm Dan from the Rock Nerd Radio Show, and in 6 minutes or less, we're going to take a look at the brand new Transformers Nova Prime figure.
Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show.
Alright, so here we go, getting right into it. We're going to start with Nova Prime's vehicle mode. And as you can see, it is really just a repaint of that Cybertron Optimus Prime that came out during the Siege line. But it still looks pretty cool, pretty menacing. One heck of a cool looking truck. It does have pretty much like sections to it. The cab section would be one section, this middle piece is another section, and then this back section. And it all does separate relatively easily. Just a little bit of force and you can kind of yank everything off. Of course, the wings snap in here, so do be careful. As you can see, I'm having trouble separating it, but do be careful when you're trying to separate that so that nothing breaks. I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want it to break. And here's what the cab robot looks like once you transform it. This is just the inner robot that we're going to be snapping all the armor bits to on in just a moment. My only gripes with this, first off, let me start with the positive. I love the gold accents. The gold all over this looks fantastic. And it kind of looks, this looks a little more menacing than that inner robot of the Cybertron Optimus Prime. This looks just, it looks mean, and it's weird because gold and white and blue, like kind of friendly colors. Something about this, just maybe because I know it's Nova Prime, just makes it look kind of angry. Now, the one thing that I'm kind of griping about was, I think this is how it's supposed to be officially transformed. I don't like this gray. It looks out of place. So I like keeping with the white. That's going to be there for the combined mode too. And if you're a Transformers collector, if you've heard about this mold in general, there is this big old piece hanging off. But these pieces form into weapons for the larger bot mode. Now for this one, you can use a number of weapons, whether you want to stick with the main blaster here. That looks pretty neat. Or on the back, or on the side of the, on the back of the cabs, there were these large black blasters that you can have him hold onto. They just peg right into place. And I don't know, maybe because he's smaller, you kind of want to have like a larger kind of firepower going. You can do that if you want. These look a little ridiculous for me. I'd rather they stay on the robot mode. Let's get everything added to him now so you can see what he looks like with all his armor on. And here is Nova Prime all combined up with his weapons deployed. And honestly, this thing looks great. I think the wings are a really nice change from the Cybertron version to like his like red wing thing. I don't really know what to call them, but these wings just, they look menacing. This looks like he's going to be a flying type character. He's got these giant armaments, which can get, you know, slung underneath his arms like this, but I kind of actually like keeping them. There we go. Like this, so that they're kind of out of the way. I actually think it looks more menacing when they're just up like this and you can just give him his blaster in one hand. Because to me, Nova Prime, well, I don't think he had these big blasters in the comics, so they kind of detract from the look a little bit. Now, just to kind of quickly go over the articulation, which I didn't do before, it is the same as the inner robot because these are just armor parts snapped onto it, and it doesn't really take away much. So he still has waist rotation, and it is pretty nice. This head is on a ball joint, so it moves around. The other head was as well. Shoulders can go all the way around, even with these extra pads on them. They do bump into the wings, so be aware of that. But we get in out, we get swivel, bend, wrist moves, which is nice, knees, or legs rather, kick out, and go out, well, if I move the arms that far, so they can do a full split, knee, bends, and both versions have these nice ankle rockers, and they're supported by these nice ankle supports. So really, I really like this Nova Prime figure. If you're asking if he's right for you, well, did you read IDW 1? Did you like the character? Because of his introduction and the way he was used in IDW's continuity, I really loved the character. For a long time, I wanted this, and I was hoping we'd get him for the longest time. I've been using that White Optimus Prime from the Combiner Wars. I forget what they called it. He had a name, but as like my stand-in Nova Prime, he's getting retired. This is 100% my Nova Prime now. So I hope you have dug this review, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I hope to see you next time I have a Transformers upload. Should be another one coming up soon. But until next time, I've been Dan. Hey, you've been pretty awesome. That's been Nova Prime. See you around.
Come geek out with us on the Rock Nerd Radio Show.